yeah, at about 2018, I started to realize that like things weren't adding up because I was constantly, my girlfriend calls it the dark night of the soul, but for me, it was like the dark morning. It was like every morning waking up feeling that anxiety in your body. Like, okay, I got to read my scriptures. I got to be good enough. I got to make sure I get the house spick and span. I got to make sure the kids are fed and that they look perfect. And, I'm doing this stuff in the PTA and in the church and in the Young Women's Presidency. And, your body is full of constant anxiety. And so I was like, I don't want to live this way anymore. Why am I feeling like I'm not enough? And at that point, I had 7 children. Like we had adopted 3 more through a private agency out of Nevada, Utah, Arizona, which I love, and they're amazingly ethical. But at that point, I'm like, there's got to be something that helps with this. The church would tell you it's because you're not doing enough and you're never enough, right? So pray more, go to the temple more, do the things.
Be
But
sweet.
yeah. Yeah. But for me, I was like, there's got to be more. So I brought that up to a girl that was in the church, a lady that was in the church who had multiple doctorates. And she was like, I really think you need to read these books by Brene Brown about guilt, shame, and vulnerability and her works around that. And so I had listened to one podcast, and the story that I like to tell everybody, I was pushing my triple stroller uphill. So I was getting my workout in. And here I'm pushing my babies listening to this podcast, and she talks about foreboding joy. Always waiting for that other shoe to drop. Life can't be that good. Something bad is around the corner, right? And that constant feeling of if I don't do enough, something bad will happen.